Well, here it's tick-tali. In the first singular common, there is no suffix, but this is unique. Why is this distinctive in and of itself? It's the only form that has an aleph prefix. First or third person plural, we've already done. There's an u ending. In the third feminine plural, there is a na ending. This is something new. It's a new na. All right? And again, you just got to learn that. I don't know where it came from, but there it is. In the second person plural masculine, we get the u ending. Now that makes this form a lot like this form, right? Are they the same? Well, they both have the u ending, but they're different. This is yik-talu. This is tik-talu, right? So these are similar, but not quite the same. In the feminine forms, however, you also get a na over here. That means that these two forms are the same. So you got u's in the masculines and na's in the feminines. Finally, niktol does not have an ending, but is distinctive because it's the only form with nun. All right, this is the next level you have to know. You must know the prefixes, but now the suffixes become important as well. Finally, the third level is getting the vowels right. Okay? And I've already told you that the standard vowel here is a holum. So that the base form is yik-tol. Yik-tol. That you should learn to hear that O vowel. Why it's an O vowel, I don't know. It just is. Now, once you know that form, you should be able, from information you've already learned, to fill in the rest of the vowels. Where there's going to be no suffix, the vowel stays the same. Okay? So if this is yik-tol, what's this? Tiktol. What's this? Tiktol. Okay? But now, with this form, with the second singular feminine, we have a suffix. What kind of a suffix is it? Vocalic or consonantal? Vocalic. It is or starts with the vowel. What happens before a vocalic suffix in verb forms? It's the same thing that happened in the perfect. Remember, it happened right away when we had katal, and then we added in the feminine ka-tala. All right, this is a vocalic suffix. What happened to this vowel? It went to a vocal schwa. All right? Again, you don't have to know that, but it explains what's going to happen, and it's going to happen consistently. That means what vowel are you going to get? This O is going to shorten to vocal schwa before vocalic suffix. So this is tik-tali. All right? Silent schwa, vocal schwa. Can you have two schwas together? Yes, but if and only if the first is silent, the second is vocal. All right, here you have no suffix, so what are you going to have? Ek, tol. All right? Going to the plurals. Yik, something lu, right? Vocalic suffix or consonantal suffix? Vocalic. What happens before vocalic suffix? Goes to schwa. Yik-talu. But in the next form, we've added na. Vocalic or consonantal? What happened before consonantal suffixes in the perfect? Example, katal, katal, ta. Right? What happened? We left the vowel that was originally there, and now we've created empty space that we have to fill with a silent schwa. What's this going to look like? Tick, tol, na. Just, it's tick, tol plus na. You just leave it and add the consonantal suffix. Now the accent stays away from that consonantal suffix just like it did in the perfect. So it's tiktolna. Tiktolna. All right, what's this form? You know it. If this was yiktalu, then this form must be tiktalu. And if this form was tiktolna, then this form must be tiktolna. And finally, what's this? No suffix, nick, tol. Okay? Let's recite. I'll say the word, you repeat it. Yiktol. Yiktol. Tiktol. 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 Tiktali. Tiktali. Ektol. Ektol. Yiktalu. Yiktalu. Tiktolna. Tiktolna. Tiktalu. Tiktalu. Tiktolna. Tiktolna. Niktol. Niktol. There you go. All right?
Okay, we've got 3 root letters. Under our normal rubric, it should be yik, but when we've got, this is a closed syllable, but because of the guttural, the influence of the guttural, which has to be pronounced because it's so far back in the throat, we can't do that. We can't really close the syllable with a guttural, so we end up with a compound schwa there, and then we get this backward influence, the A sound moving backwards and pronouncing the word sort of overrides the heuric, just for ease of pronunciation, and we get a pathak there. Now we end up with a syllable that by all rights should be closed, but can't be, because you can't not pronounce an ayin. Okay, you can, aleph quiesces, ayin never quiesces, has to be pronounced, but you're kind of stuck. So in grammar, what we do, we create a new rule or a new name for it. We say it's virtually closed, okay, which is just like virtual doubling. It's just an easy way of saying it can't possibly do what it ought to do according to the rules. So we just have a different way of explaining it. But this situation arises when you've got the kind, not an aleph here, but when you've got an ayin, a hate, or some other. In some cases a resh, but no, yeah. But these two especially, you simply can't pronounce it the way that you want to pronounce it, and so you just get one of the hard facts of life that sometimes languages are real world things. They don't follow perfect rules, and this is what it is. So it just happens because of the requirement of the way the word has to be pronounced, and we just have to live with it. Sorry about that. Wish I could make it different.